What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with some Destiny. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Iron Banner. Now, it is Monday evening, so we've only got a few more hours left of Iron Banner before Lord Saladin departs from the tower, but I wanted to kind of recap my Iron Banner this week. Actually went pretty good for the most part. I was able to get a lot of leveling up done and get a lot of gear and some Etheric Light, and overall it was pretty cool. Now you notice I am on my Titan finally. I did manage to get a Titan leveled up in about 2 to 3 days. I got him to level 20, ran through all the Eris and House of Wolves stuff, got him up to about level 29. And then I actually went into the Iron Banner as a level 29. It was kind of tough, but I managed to hold my own and still get a positive KD most games, and I got my Titan to rank 5 pretty quick. I also got my Warlock and my Hunter both to rank 5, all in the span of about 3 to 4 days. So we will go into that, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Just wanted to kind of go over some of the gear and some of the other stuff that I got. Now the cool thing with my Titan was I actually played most of Iron Banner with 1 exotic and 3 blue armor pieces. I had a blue arms and blue legs and Crest of Alpha Lupi and then a blue helmet. That is pretty much the gear I ran most of Iron Banner with. Thankfully, at rank 3, I was able to pick up the new Iron Breed Greaves, which I think look really cool for the Titan. I'm glad they redesigned the armor here. These give me a little bit more scout rifle ammunition, and I did spend some Etheric Light on these to bring them up to level 42. I've also got the Iron Breed Gauntlets, which I bought at level 4, and these look pretty good on the Titan as well. Very interesting design on them. And they go very well with the Iron Banner shader. Now I also got the new Silmar's Iron Sash. Now this one looks a lot better than the old one. I think the old one looked like a big beach towel hanging all the way down to like your feet. It looked just absolutely ridiculous. This one looks pretty cool, I think. So got some pretty good gear from the vendor. Now I am a little bit glimmer poor now because I spent a lot of glimmer on items this week, and you guys can see here what it looks like without the shader. It's kind of got that really neat looking white and bronze kind of color scheme to it. Very cool looking. I did not buy any of the weapons this time. Let me show you what he's actually selling in case you guys haven't looked at it yet. He does have Perun's Fire, which I'm thinking about grabbing. I'm going to try to grind some Glimmer out tonight before he leaves, and I may actually buy this and re-roll it a few times. I don't really like the perk setup that it comes with, but it's an interesting fusion rifle. It looks pretty, just like your pretty run-of-the-mill fusion rifle. With the perks it comes on with the vendor aren't that great in my opinion. But I've seen a lot of people using this in Iron Banner, and it seemed to be pretty effective. So I may pick it up and mess around with it a little bit. Gellion's Demise, I've had that a few times. I've got so many different scout rifles I've picked up from Crucible and other places that I really don't even care. I don't need another scout rifle at this point, especially since I have Fang of Ur-Yut. So, but I did buy all the shaders and all the emblems and everything. So you can see they're rank 5, so we finished up pretty quickly on my Titan. I think I got from rank 1 to 5 in about a day. It was with the at the end of the week. It was on Sunday with the buff from the reputation, and also this time you got a buff from your other characters. If you already had somebody at rank 5, your other characters would level up a little bit faster. And then also I got a couple drops. Let's see, what do we got? We got Felwinter's Lie. This actually dropped for me, and I kept the roll that it came with because it actually was pretty good. It was Void, and it came with Grave Robber and Small Bore, which gives you more range, and also Grenadier. So not bad overall, pretty decent impact and range. I actually used this during the Thorn bounty a little bit on my Warlock. I did get Thorn finally. I have some comments coming. I'm going to be doing a video on Thorn later on. And yes, I do think it is overpowered. It's crazy. It's crazy good. It's a crazy good weapon, but I think it's a little bit ridiculous how strong Thorn is right now in PvP. I also did pick up a Radagast Fury, which I re-rolled this to get Grenades and Horseshoes. Took a couple of re-rolls. Got Speed Reload and Grenadier. So not the great perks, but I wanted Speed Reload and Grenades and Horseshoes since you've only got one rocket in the tube. But not bad overall. Picked up several pieces of Etheric Light, which I have not spent all the way yet. I'm trying to figure out who I want to use it on. My Warlock is already level 34. My Titan's at 32 right now. My Hunter is at level 31. I have 2 Etheric Light left, and what I could do is right now I'm waiting on getting. I need to get a legendary helmet for my Titan, and then at that point, I'm debating if I want to spend 2 Etheric Light on these arms and then the helmet and get him to level 34, because I'm probably going to be running him as my main for most of the Prison of Elders stuff. Hunter is not a class I play much in PvE. I just don't feel it's a very strong class. It's like playing with tissue paper armor. You know, it's a true glass cannon class really, and it's really struggles sometimes in the Prison of Elders when you get in some of the harder content. I know hunters are viable and everything, but for me, I prefer playing Warlock and Titan when it comes to PvE. So I'm debating if I want to go ahead and just give him all the Etheric Light and get him to 34 instantly, and then just use him to run the level 32 Prison of Elders and use the armor cores each week, and then the hunter can buy the armor. Possibly, I don't know. Or I may just run the level 32 PoE and get an armor core this week and buy one piece, and then let my hunter have a piece of Etheric Light. I don't know. I'm still trying to kind of debating on that and deciding what I'm going to do. But anyways, that is my Titan and some of his Iron Banner swag that he picked up. Let me switch over and we will take a look at my Warlock and my Hunter here so you guys can also see what I picked up on those characters. Alright guys, so here we have my Hunter. Have a look at her. Got some of the Iron Banner gear that I picked up. Now, she was kind of in the same boat as my Titan. I think she was around level 28, 29 when I first went into the Iron Banner. It wasn't too difficult though with her because I was running Gunslinger, and Gunslinger can really help you get a lot of kills at range with your super. And Hunters in general are just very good at PvP. So even if you're a few levels underneath an Iron Banner using the Hunter, you can actually do very well with them and play pretty good. So I did pick up some armor for her. I got both the boots and the gauntlets and pretty much everything else. Now I'm going to come back. I need to grind some more glimmer and buy this Etheric Light right here, so I have one more piece of it. But let's just take a look at some of her stuff that we got. You can see the new Hunter cape there. I'm kind of have mixed feelings on it. I like the look of it from the back, but I don't like the little collar in the front part they did. I think that looks kind of ridiculous, especially compared to the original Iron Banner Hunter cape they had. I just don't think this one looks anywhere near as good. But you can see the new Iron Banner boots look pretty cool. You see the Iron Breed boots, and then also picked up the Iron Breed sleeves. Now, I was lucky. I did get Lucky Raspberry from an engram from Zur before he left. But really, she didn't have much gear when I was running her through Iron Banner. So it was nice to be able to pick up a few armor pieces and get her up to level 31. I still have to max out a lot of the stuff. I need to get a new helmet too. I've only got a level 33 helmet here. So got to ascend a bunch of stuff with her and get her up a little bit higher in level. I did get the low grade humility. These seem to be dropping like all the time for me in Crucible and Iron Banner in general. This is a sniper rifle that drops in the Crucible playlist. It's a pretty solid sniper overall. This one I got triple tap, replenish, snapshot, single point sling, and reinforced barrel. So pretty good roll on that one there. Pretty good sniper. I like it so far. I've been using it in player versus enemy quite a bit. And you got the Mantle of Perun, which is the new Hunter cloak. So got some interesting pieces there. Don't think there's really much else. I think that's pretty much it. So that is pretty much it on my Hunter. Of course, you got the shader. I can show you what the new armor looks like without the shader here. Still looks the new Iron Banner pieces are gold, so they look pretty cool. It's a pretty good looking armor set this time. I gotta admit, they did a pretty good job changing up the armor, making it look a lot better than it has for the last few runs. So that's pretty much it for my Hunter. So what we'll do here, I'll go ahead and take a look now at my Warlock and show you. She's my highest level character, so we'll take a look at some of the stuff that I got with her. Alright guys, and here we have my Warlock, who is my only level 34 currently. Right now, after running through the Iron Banner and getting the Etheric Light, which I used on my armor, I also was able to run through the 32 Prison of Elders and get her a level 42 helmet. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff we picked up for her this week in the Iron Banner. Let's see, I think the only thing I actually bought was the Iron Breed boots, which look pretty cool for the Warlock, and these also give me more scout rifle ammunition, which is perfect since I use Fang of Urt quite a bit, and I already ascended these to level 42 light. I also I spent one on my Fang of Urt to get it to 365. I didn't really get much here other than the class item for her as well. Picked that up too, which looks pretty cool for the Warlock, especially if you play Sunsinger. It's got a little bit of kind of that fire effect there, so that's pretty cool looking. Now let's see, probably the biggest thing, I did get a couple more drops. Here's that low grade humility again. I got several of those from Crucible this time around. I also did get the BTRD 345 machine gun. This thing is really awesome. This is kind of in the mold of Against All Odds, which was one of the weapons I really liked on the Xbox. Obviously don't have it on PlayStation 4, but look at the stability on this thing. it's just, this thing is just a railgun. It's ridiculous. And of course, I still have to level up some of the perks. But of course, I don't have a whole lot of glimmer right now. Trying to farm some tonight, but very good machine gun. There's a lot of good weapons dropping in the Crucible right now. If you guys haven't been checking out PvP, that seems to be the place to get most of the good guns this time around in the game. And here it is. Here's the other thing that I did get this week, the Thorn. Now, I actually got this during Iron Banner. I got the bounty for it, and I turned in 4 bounties to Lord Saladin. He gave me a Vanguard Mentor missive. I took it to the bounty robot, and he had Thorn, and this is the one bounty I never could finish on Xbox. But since I had Word of Crota as a primary, which does void damage, I decided to try it again. It was pretty easy, I have to admit, to go through it this time. And I actually used Thorn on my Titan as I was playing through the Iron Banner, mainly because I was level 29, and against the level 34s, it was really difficult, so I needed to have at least somewhat of an advantage. But this gun is just, I gotta say, it's amazing, but it's overpowered. It's crazy overpowered in Crucible. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna do a separate video on just how good this weapon is and how it needs to definitely be looked at, or, I know a lot of people are complaining about Thorn right now. I don't want to jump on that hate bandwagon, but this gun has some problems in PvP. It's just too good. It is amazing. It's just amazing how easy it is to get kills with this thing, especially if you're an accurate shot with hand cannons. This thing is just, it's like an easy mode, definitely. But I'll tell you what's funny, though, is a lot of people say this gun sucks in PvE. I've actually been using it in PvE and really, really enjoying it, so having a lot of fun using Thorn. But that's pretty much it on my Warlock. I didn't get a whole lot with her. I already had a lot of gear from running Prison of Elders, and like I said, I got the 42 helmet already. So really, the main point with her was just to get the Etheric Light so I could level up my other characters. So that is pretty much it, guys, for Iron Banner. Now, I will say, it was weird. This Iron Banner seemed to go a lot faster than the other ones I played. I didn't really get on until about Thursday and started grinding through. I got up to like rank 1 with a couple characters on Tuesday when the reset hit, but didn't really start playing seriously until Thursday and Friday, and I just flew through it. I got to rank 5 on all 3 characters really quickly, and just amazing how fast it went. So pretty cool. You got guys playing with the ball back here. It's funny, but yeah, it was pretty fun. This time. There's still a lot of glaring problems, though, with Iron Banner PvP in general. The connections, the lag, just the unbalanced weapons. There's just so much that they really need to address with PvP. This last House of Wolves was nice because PvP got a lot of good things, with Trials of Osiris, and got some good, much better loot drops in PvP, and just much better Crucible reputation and quicker to get marks and things, but they still need to address the weapon balance. That's the biggest problem right now with the Crucible. I'm going to probably take a break from PvP for about a week or so, because after I grind Iron Banner, I'm always just so frustrated with PvP. Even though I do enjoy PvP in this game, it's just playing Iron Banner, playing any of the in-game PvP, just really reminds me of how glaring the problems are with it and how they've just ignored so much stuff that needs to really be fixed. And so I'm probably going to not play PvP for a couple of days just to kind of cool down and settle down from a lot of frustration over the week. Actually did pretty good, though. My Iron Banner KD this time around was like a 1.4, so I'm definitely improving quite a bit, which is good to see. But again, there's a lot of frustration when you play so much PvP. It just gets to you eventually. You have good games, you have some really bad games, and you have some just frustrating games. There's just so much in PvP and Destiny that is just geared to help less skilled players compete. There's just too many one-hit kill mechanics that I just really don't like. There's too many overpowered weapons that everybody just winds up using the same 2 or 3 guns. And like a lot of FPS games these days, this gun skill gap is just non-existent. You don't really have to be good with gun skill. You're hardly ever going to have a fair 1v1 gunfight. Someone's going to be shooting you in the back or shoulder charging you out of nowhere or panic supering you, which just a lot of annoyances. Like, I try to ignore it all and just play and stay calm and have fun with it. But after you play so much Iron Banner, it just gets to you. So I'm going to take a break from PvP for a few days and probably just focus on building up some Glimmer and doing some other things in PvE. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below if you guys played this Iron Banner, how you liked it, if you did good, if you got any good gear drops or anything from it. That's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time.